Hi guys, this is Izzy from Foxy Loves. Here's Foxy, our canine CEO of Foxy Loves online pet store, and here's her helpful assistant Frankie, and here our company executive is Sam. And so the biggest challenge that I find sometimes with these dogs, especially Foxy and Frankie, because they're young and they're really clever, but they get a little bit bored, and they do love to sit by the window where they have a good view out on the world. As you can see, Frankie's enjoying the view now, but sometimes, they get a little bit bored. I work from home, luckily, most of the time. I'm working on Foxy Loves because she's a very demanding boss, but I do have a challenge to keep them interested all the time. So I'm just going to share with you a life hack, or a dog life hack, just to keep your dogs a little bit more interested. Just got to ask you to excuse the state of the house. We are renovating, but I have here some rice and peas and sweet corn that I've just cooked. I have here some leftover cauliflower soup because we're trying to be healthy and we've been on a bit of a health kick, and well, it's just left over. I've got some coconut oil, and this is the coconut oil that doesn't use monkeys to harvest the coconuts. I've got some cottage cheese and some corned beef. So this is treats, guys. This is not staple food for your dogs. I mean, dogs wouldn't naturally eat cottage cheese or rice or probably cauliflower soup, but this is just a treat to give your dog something to liven up the day. So I'm just going to put a few spoonfuls of the rice into the jug, and it's going to be quite tricky to do single-handedly and film at the same time, so bear with me. Okay, that's in there. Now, in goes the soup, and this is dogs, they don't really have the strictest palate in the world, so we're maybe going to make something that we wouldn't eat, but dogs, I don't think dogs care. Oh, excuse my fingers there, this is a little tricky. Just adding some coconut oil, which is really good, really healthy for everybody really, and I'm going to push in some cottage cheese if I can get it in. Okay, that might need a little bit of help. Again. Okay, so I'm trying to do this single-handedly, which is not easy at all. So normally I would like to put a lot of cottage cheese in because I think dogs really like it. There we go. There we go. And here is some corned beef. As you can see, I've just roughly chopped it, and I'll just continue. Really, the smaller the better. You don't want too many big chunks. Okay, so the main things to remember this are no onions and no garlic. They're actually poisonous for dogs, but should be okay with all this. Right, and now again, this could be a little tricky with one hand, but the thing to do is to mix it all up. Okay, so we now have a real mixture. I've actually added a little bit more rice just to make it a little bit drier, and as you can see, the coconut oil has melted in. It smells actually really good. So now what I'm going to do is take this and you want a treat? You coming? Come on then. A treat? And as you can see, they're highly well-trained hounds. Good girl, Frankie. Come on then. What's this? Come on. So, now this does depend on you having a garden or a yard that you don't mind the dogs getting into places. So this is what we have here. We don't have the biggest outdoor space, and it's a little overgrown, but I'm sure these guys will manage to do something about it. What do you reckon, guys? Okay, so what you do, again, this is going to be tricky to do with one hand, but I shall do my best. So what you do is really just flick it see Frankie and Sam have immediately got the hang of it. What are you doing, Fox? Foxy's a little unsure. So drop it in tiny clumps or in big amounts. High and low, your dog's nose will sniff this out. And this will give your dogs plenty to think about. Yeah, she's like, I'm not going sniffing, I know you've got the goods. Hey, Frankie Boys, yeah, a little bit. Okay, but you got to work for it. Good girl. So you can even do it on hard ground. Obviously it makes it a little bit easier for the dogs, but it's still... Hey, Fox, how you doing? You got rice on your head, sweetie. Come here. Good girl. That is a really good way to just get your dogs outside and give them something to do, so they're not just necessarily running around and tearing up the land, but they are, you know, they're also actually using their noses and... I'm gonna give that a wipe. There we go. There you go, Frankie. You've also got rice on your head. What do you reckon? Hey? Good girl. Ah, she's such a good girl. I see Fox has just found something over there. And where's Sam? Oh yeah, straight to it. He doesn't mess around. So I hope that you get to try this on your pups. And I hope that it works for you guys too, because these three, it's really breaking the day up for them. Okay, goodbye.